say it's been a very slow, unproductive day until the last hour. So basically I started out trying to get this wall in here so I could get ready for my beam. The brackets for my post did not come, so there's really no rush now. It's Friday, so I won't get them till probably Monday now. So I started here and then had to figure out and cut all this based on measurements from clear over there to make sure everything lined up correctly. And it just took painstakingly forever to just get these 4 sheets in. Drove me nuts. And then I pre-cut these sheets, and I was going to go ahead and glue everything down. You can see there's my glue on these. I'll go right here in a second. I was going to glue all this down, and then I realized that if I did that, how am I supposed to get this sheet in or this sheet in unless I cut off one of the pieces of the tongue and groove, which I didn't want to do, or unless I slid it in, which would be really hard, and plus it would push all my glue off. So I decided to screw it. I was going to move all those 38 footers, and I was probably wasted too much time trying to figure out if I could set them up here, move them over there, how I was going to do this over here. End result was that in the long run nothing would work. If I rested them all up here, and then I got my 40 footers on, and then I started laying down the flooring, eventually I would get to right here. Then I have to push everything over to here, and then I get to right here, and then I gotta glue this piece down, and then eventually they would just be in the way. So finally I gave up trying to solve it, and I just took them off, brought my 40 footers up, and had a real good solid system going for a little bit where I was measuring. I'd flop it down on its side, I'd glue all the way down the walls, tip it back up, measure, nail all the way down, and it's pretty smooth and got them all in there. So all my 40 footers are now set. I let the long ends down that side. There's about an inch overhang, so I decided I'd give it a shot cutting them off up here instead of pre-cutting them on the ground because they're just so hard to move around. So now that they're in place, I'm going to try it up here. So I'll probably go ahead and do all my flooring across. So if I were to start in this corner, and if you just do a diagonal back on back, I should end somewhere over here, and I could probably get a few more sheets in before I have to cut the ends off over there. And then I can build the wall. Yeah. And then I can get my beam pocket in. So you have to level that one. It's still leaning this way a little bit. Brought the scaffolding out, got that set up. So it just, you know, sometimes your days do not go as planned. Completely unproductive most of the days, scratching my head too much. And finally got something accomplished. I can look and say, look what I did. So there we go. That's what I did today. I did discover some sort of screw up. I don't know how, but when I was measuring this, supposed to be a 4-foot stairwell up and around. I got 4 foot here. I'm a ½ inch, I think, yeah, about a ½ inch short over here. I don't know what happened there. You know, all I can think of is that this wall was supposed to be pushed out a little bit, but that doesn't make sense because everything else lines up right. So I'm kind of confused on how it ended up that way. Because if that wall had to be pushed out, then this wall had to be pushed out, but this wall measures perfectly fine with the outside wall, so you got me. So anyways, I don't think I'm going to notice a ½ inch difference on there. The glue, I actually already put it away, but it's the AdvanTech glue. You can see a couple of spots of it here and there. It comes out like a spray foam. First time I've used it, actually worked really dang good. It was a lot easier than I thought. The system they have set up with the guns seems to work very well. So you just spray some foam down, it kind of gels and dissolves into a liquid, and then you go back and lay your boards down, and there you go. You have about a 20-minute working time, so it's plenty of time to put it down, move your boards around wherever you need them, and then keep going. So I'm using the leaf blower just after I'm cutting up here to just blow everything off, and then I can come back and glue everything down. So far so good. Tomorrow my plan is to, I'll probably just get as much of this subfloor on as I can. Tonight still I'm going to start, there's my pile back there, I'm going to start just bringing sheets up and just laying them up here. And then that way tomorrow I can really hit it hard and just start knocking these out. What are you doing? Where is your ear protection and helmet?
My helmet's right.
Where is your spear and magic helmet?
I don't know. Here's my magic helmet. I don't know where my spear is. Alright.
Okay, on that one you're going to do every circle on a joint. You got double the amount of nails on both sides.
Okay, so
Yep.
What about this?
Yep, every one on both sides.
Okay, so here,
Yep.
here, and so forth.
Yep.
It is a very scorching hot day.
You want to try and stay, you know, we got 3.5 inches underneath it, so you got plenty of room to go out a good inch from each side. That was a little too far. Okay, keep going.
Ready for another nail
Nope,
there?
keep going, you're fine. Don't fall off. What do we need?
Okay, so the one over there.
Well, look at these. Here's an 8-foot sheet, so we know that sheet's going to go to the center.
And
So that's just like this one. I got 1 sheet, 2 sheet. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that half will hit this half. So I need 8 sheets.
Yep. Dad, you're funny.